Welcome back, students, to the next edition of genetics. Now, there are some important terms that we need to learn before we move into genetics. Now, alleles. Now, what are alleles? These are various forms of genes. I mean to say, different types of or different forms of genes which are located on the same point or same locus, and they control same character. I mean to say, allele is what? Suppose if I say T is the gene that will control the character tall, and the character tall under height. Similarly, this will be for dwarf. Now, these two are supposed to be the alleles. For one character, these are the two forms of genes. So, alleles are various forms of genes like this, located on the same point or locus. Now, if I say this is a chromosome. Now, genes are located in a linear fashion on a chromosome. Now, suppose this is the point. See here, this is the point on which gene for the height is located, and gene for the height located is here. Similarly, the dwarf will also be here. So, two forms of genes will be located on the same point or same locus, and they will control the same character. Now, what are genes? The segment of DNA. Children, this gene definition you are going to get very familiar and the concepts will be clear only when we move on to DNA. The part DNA under the genetics, when we are going to study DNA, then you are going to get the clear concept about the gene. Now let us see what is gene. Segment of DNA means a part of DNA which has information for synthesis of particular polypeptide. Synthesis of particular polypeptide means what? If DNA is here, suppose. Now this DNA, it is having some sequence. This is one sequence which is, it could be anything. This will code for one polypeptide, and this will control one character. So these three makes a codon, a code to make one polypeptide, and this will form a character. So I am saying gene. What is gene? Segment of DNA which has information, means the code is there which has information for synthesis of particular polypeptide to control the character. It will be very much clear when we are going to study about DNA. Moving ahead now. Now children, a very common term comes most of the time. What is genotype? Genotype is the genetic makeup of character. It represents the genetic makeup or gene received from two parents. Now genotype is what? Genotype is this. This is the genotype. When we study the genes, we come to know that this is for the tall and this is for the dwarf. So this studying of the gene is known as genotype. Whereas phenotype is the physical appearance or the external appearance of the organism. If I see a girl and a boy, so according to their physical appearances, I can make it out about which is girl and which is a boy. But until and unless I study about their genetic makeup, I won't be able to get their genotypes. So what is phenotype? Phenotype is the physical appearance, how the organism looks, and it tells about the external appearance of the organism. हम बाहर से देख के पता चला सकते हैं कि ये क्या है. अगर हम बाहर से देख के दो पौधों के बीच में डिफरेंस पता करें, एक छोटा है एक बड़ा है, तो दैट मीन्स एक टॉल है एक ड्वार्फ है. हमने देखकर पता लगा लिया. But until and unless we know about their genotypes, we cannot study about the genes. Okay. Moving ahead. What is homozygous condition? Homo means same. In an organism, if two alleles for particular character are identical. Two alleles I am saying. So, two alleles like this. If they are identical, आप ये देख रहे हो, this is also capital T and this is also capital T. So they are carrying one type of gamete. So this is a homozygous condition. Similarly, in dwarf plant, this is the homozygous condition. But heterozygous means a hybrid. Why? Because it is a mixture of two. If organism possesses contrasting alleles, contrasting means different alleles, that is two different alleles for same character. Character is same, it is for the height, but two different alleles are present. So this is a condition of heterozygous and we call it hybrid. Next, moving ahead now. Now next term comes dominant and recessive. A heterozygous possesses, a heterozygous hybrid, we can say, hybrid condition. A heterozygous possesses two contrasting alleles. I have already told you before, two contrasting alleles like this. But out of these two, only one is able to express itself. If you see, I've already told you, जो dominant होता है वो अपने आप को express कर जाएगा, जो recessive है वो नहीं कर पाएगा. एक gene, एक जो pair है, one of the, out of these two, only one type of gene is able to express itself, while the other is not. The one which expresses, it's called a dominant, and the one which is not able to express is called recessive. So dominant word and recessive word, I hope it is clear. Among the hybrid, when two contrasting alleles are present, only one is able to express itself while the other remains hidden. So this is called dominant and recessive condition. Now next comes monohybrid cross. Now there are certain crosses which we will come across while studying genetics. First cross is monohybrid cross. What happens in this? It involves study of inheritance. Inheritance, inheritance I have told you. What is inheritance? जब offsprings कुछ लेते हैं, to take something from their parent. Inherit करना. It involves study of inheritance of only one pair of contrasting character. तो हम स्टडी कर रहे हैं one pair of contrasting character at a particular time. Only one pair of contrasting character, which will be this. This is contrasting character, and it is one pair of contrasting character means it is only for height. We are not taking any other character along with it. So the cross which will be taken for this will be a monohybrid cross. But a dihybrid cross involves study of two pair of contrasting characters. Altogether, two pair of contrasting characters. Suppose I take height also of the plant and I take color of the seed also. So there are two pair of contrasting characters. Can you see here? One pair is this and one pair is this. And उनके alleles के साथ हमको cross कराना है. So it will be two pair of contrasting characters studied at a particular time. This forms a dihybrid cross. Moving ahead, what is back cross? Back cross, children, ये बहुत बार पूछा जाता है. It is like a common thing which is asked every time. Back cross means what? आपको जब मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉस बनाने को आएगा, they are going to ask you कि इसको बैक क्रॉस कराइए. तो how you going to form? आपको जब तक बैक क्रॉस नहीं पता क्या होगा, you won't be able to. When F1 hybrid, suppose I show you F1 hybrid of this. Now this is, or I'll show you, wait. This is here. When you take F1 hybrid, it will be this. So F1 hybrid of, this is the F1 hybrid. I am going to show you properly when we are going to do monohybrid cross. The F1 hybrid is crossed with either of the two parents. This F1 hybrid, see here, when F1 hybrid are crossed with either of two parents, या तो मैं इस F1 hybrid को इसके साथ क्रॉस कराऊं या इसके साथ क्रॉस कराऊं, either of the two parents, then we are going to get a back cross. While test cross is when it is a cross between heterozygous F1 hybrid, this is a heterozygous F1 hybrid, but उसको हम recessive homozygous parent के साथ कराते हैं. Recessive homozygous parent means this. Recessive लेना है. We cannot take this. This is wrong. So when we are going to take F1 hybrid crossed with recessive homozygous parent. Homozygous. Can you see both the gametes are same? So it will form a test cross. I hope it is clear. Now moving ahead, we have laws of Mendel. Now these laws will be explained on the basis of cross. The crosses will be done later on. Like first, law of dominance is relating to monohybrid cross. Law of segregation also relates to monohybrid cross. But law of independent assortment is for dihybrid cross. So, law of dominance. What does law of dominance says? When two unlike factors responsible for same character. I am saying two unlike factors. As I told you before also, two unlike factors means what? These are two unlike factors. Isn't it? So when two unlike factors responsible for same character are present in single individual, this two unlike factors responsible for the same character present in single individual, then only one unit factor expresses itself, which is called dominant, and other remains hidden, which is called recessive. So this is the law of dominance. Second law is law of segregation. What does the law of segregation says? During gamete formation, when I form gametes, suppose its gamete is this one and its gamete is this. These are the gametes. During the gamete formation, the paired factor randomly separates. This is a paired factor. It will randomly separate and each gamete receives equal possibility of showing itself. Like tall is showing different and dwarf is showing it different. So 50% of tall and 50% of dwarf, they are present. So this is law of segregation. Means the gametes are having equal possibility to get shown in the next generation. Now the law of independent assortment. This law generally deals with dihybrid cross. Now see why. When inheritance of two pairs, so Study of two pairs, I told you it is dihybrid cross. When inheritance of two pairs of character is studied simultaneously, means a dihybrid cross, then inheritance of one pair of character is not influenced by inheritance of second pair. Suppose I take height also and I take color of the seed also. So they are saying when two characters are studied simultaneously, one character is independent of the other. This character will not interfere between this character. This is law of independent assortment. So I hope children this is clear. In the next meeting we are going to talk about monohybrid and dihybrid cross.